bit of a slower pace the last couple of games. How beneficial has that kind of been, to get in your half-court offense?
I think it's been really beneficial. We've been running a lot of good stuff lately that we feel like we have an advantage with running, so we want to slow it down and get to our stuff and maybe conserve a little energy while doing it. So.
Is that also a big part of it? I mean, conserving that energy because the rotation's smaller? And
I think so. That's the part of it, and just make sure we're getting good shots and just making sure we get good shots, especially when you play a team like North Carolina and Duke who are really good in transition. So we take a quick shot and they get out to running. It makes it harder on us. Was there a certain game where you felt like you guys were maybe going too fast, or maybe that kind of showed that you guys are rushing a little bit? Or? I'm not really sure. I didn't really look into it that much, but I'm sure the coaching staff did, and I think they did a good job making adjustments for sure.
What's the biggest difference, Chris, between the team in mid-January and the team now?
I think we're just we're coming more together on the court, and I think we're just competing a lot harder for sure. So.
What do you think caused the team to want to compete harder?
Maybe I'll take my words back. I think we're competing smarter, differently in that sense. It's just some things in practice that we've been going over that has us, playing better, I think, than before in January.
Is there anything that happened or said among the players at that point that helped turn it around? I don't know if you guys had one of those players-only meetings that people talk about or anything like that. But.
I mean, Coach Dolan's definitely, kind of took the reins on that, just talking to us and really just talking to us more and more and trying to see where we're at mentally, all of us, not just like the seniors or anything, but all of us. So, better connecting with him obviously helped as well.
You played really well and really hard in the last two games on the road. What do you think caused that, and do you think it's something you can keep up the rest of the season?
You're talking about me personally?
No, I mean your team. Your team, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for sure, I think it's something that we can keep up, and I think, there's another step that we can take, even playing harder and playing better. Down the stretch, we've made some mistakes, even on the defensive end, that we can clean up, and but I definitely think that we can go on the streak here and win some games for sure.
What's the mindset like? You guys have been so close the last two games, but you have nothing to show for it. What's the mindset like in the locker room of the guys?
I think it's positive, honestly. I think we see what how we can be and the team that we can be, and I mean, even though we lost those two games, we were fighting with probably two of the best teams in the country. So we see where we can be, and we're taking positives definitely from those two losses.
Chris, there have been quite a few rule changes in the NCAA the last couple of years to kind of open up the game a little bit more, make it more offensive-minded. How much more difficult is it to play defense in college basketball these days with some,
Yeah, I mean, you can't really put your hands on anybody, which, makes it tough, especially for when you're guarding, like, bigger, stronger guys like that. Again, teams probably get to the foul line so much more and things like that. So, I mean, it makes it a little more difficult. But, it's for everybody.
Boston College last year was like historically bad in ACC. What do you know about them, or what have you seen from them so far that lets you know that they're better than last year?
I haven't watched much of them, but I mean, they're ahead of us, so they're good, and every team in this league is good. So we're gonna have to really prepare for them and try and get one on the road there.
How much of a spark has Rowe provided?
I think he's been amazing. I mean, he's really killing it on the offensive glass and defensive glass, and we're just going to need him to keep doing that for us for sure.
Is that something that you guys always knew he had in him if he got a chance?
Yeah. I mean, Rowe, in practice, Rowe's a rebounding machine. He's tough to keep off the glass for anyone. So, we're definitely going to keep needing him to produce like that for us.
How much do you guys notice how hard he plays too? I mean,
yeah, Rowe gives it everything he has. Every second he's out there, and that's something that we can all learn from, and we all appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Chris.